Welcome to DeanBodi Show. DeanBodi Show. Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome to DeanBodi Show. I hope you're having a great day over there. Bodhi hopes you're having a great day over there. We hope you're having an awesome day. Hey, welcome to DeanBodi Show. Let's get this show kicked off on the right foot. Who's the good girl? Good girl, Bodhi. Good girl, Bodhi. She's the best girl in the world. Oh, yeah. DeanBodi.com. 800-878-9698 is the Bodhi Hotline Fun Line. Call it. Say something cool and fun and witty. We'll do it. We'll make it a feature on the show. Sing a zippity-doo-dah song. Some kind of little tune that makes you feel good. Say your name, where you're from. Hey, make up a name. Make up a place where you might want to be from, that you think that you're from, or maybe that you want to go to, or maybe where you've been, or you're not even sure where it's at, but we'll make it a feature on the show. You'll know it's you because you're the one that said it. How fun is that? Again, 800-878-9698 is the Bodhi Hotline Fun Line. DeanBodi.com is the website. We got the links on there. I want to get you over to the podcast, Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcast. We are on all the platforms. Enjoy at whatever place you want to enjoy. Goofy place in Wacko Street and hang out on Wackadoo Park, because that's where we're going to be at. The other link will get you over to the social, DeanBodi space show, YouTube channel. Go check it out, DeanBodi.com. Bodhi is the greatest. Bodhi's the greatest girl in the whole world. You didn't let her go off leash though, did ya? Oh, yes, I did. Yeah, but you didn't take off the harness and the leash and let her run around somewhere all by yourself and go out in the distance without, the leash on her. You wouldn't do that, would you? Oh, yes, I would. Yeah, but you didn't undo the harness and then let her go off on her own a little bit and be a little footloose and fancy free out there in front of you like a big girl should. You wouldn't do something crazy like that, would you? Oh, yes, I would. We went on. We used to call it the church walk, because you walk around the church and you come back, and we called it the church walk. And it's like an hour cardio walk. It's so much fun with Bodhi. I can't even put it into words. Today, because we did go off harness, we did go off leash for a while, and a good while, we're going to call it Church Walk 2.0, baby. What'd he say? Church Walk 2.0. So we have a back area now with the little fenced-in area, and once you go out the gate, you have all kinds of grass and a nice little field there, and it's, blocked by a fence, and then you got a main road and all of that fun stuff. And I've been testing Bodhi a little bit. Number one, when she was healing her injury, her shoulder injury, which is way better now, Bodhi is stronger than she's ever been. Of course she is, because she's the greatest girl in the whole world. And I wanted to let her kind of move around a little bit. Let her test the injury. Let her come up and down and round and dig in a little bit and strengthen while we rehab the Bodhi. How else are you going to get stronger if you don't rehab it? How else is she going to get stronger if you don't trust how smart she is and you read different things about injuries and, 6 to 8 weeks. It could be a few months depending on the soft tissue injury. And they say, as I've read some things, and when I read and I double down and I go into the deep abyss of the research, I can go there like nobody's business. And they talk about how the hard part is getting them to sit still long enough so it can heal. Listen, I get it. But you have to pay attention. If things look like they're getting better, if she looks like she's handling it okay, let her test it out a little bit, because she's that smart. She knows. And if you just pay attention, you can figure it out together, okay? If you're not, and of course if things look like they're getting worse and going in the other direction, well, then you got to watch. But in the beginning, we were watching very closely. I didn't want her when she walked down the stairs or whatever, stepping off her curb and things like that, and zigzagging through all the piles of poopy around this neighborhood. We would pay attention. But then she started to get stronger. And I had her off leash one day, and she saw a worker in the apartment building over there. He was doing some painting or whatever, but she likes to say hi to everybody. She likes to bring on the joy. Bodhi is the joy vitamin for the rest of the world to take in and become more joyous. And she said hi to this guy and jumped up on him a little bit and gave him all kinds of love. And then she wanted to show off a little bit. She wanted to say, hey man, my injury's a lot better. Watch this. And she went around in a circle and dug in and did a big circle run, a few laps around, stopped, looked at the guy, went left, went right, did a fake to the right, went back to the left, did another circle run. And I was like, my heart skipped about 5 beats because, oh no, I don't want her to re-injure her injury. I don't want her to make any kind of soft tissue, the problem more. I was like, really? Like, are you really doing this? Oh my gosh. But the only way I processed it was, what's it going to be like the following morning, right? To see if she's going to be limping, is she going to be walking, as that inflammation sets in and we have over after a good night's sleep and you see what's going on. Because, out there in DeanBodi land, you're a little more stiff in the morning. I don't know. Let's get real. Okay, joints take a while to loosen up, especially as you get older. The fluid's got to move around a little bit. Things start to the grease starts to loosen up, and the joints start moving around, and you start putting your zippity doo-dah in your hoo-ha. So, Bodhi did not limp. Bodhi was handling it like a champ, because Bodhi's the greatest in the whole world, if I haven't said that enough times. So we did this church walk 2.0, as we're calling it. And this is like a real challenging walk because you have to go, the beginning is pretty easy, but you're crossing some main roads and then a big highway kind of a road, which can get a little scary, but we've been doing this, man, for going on 8 years. We got this church walk down. So when I say, Bodhi, stay, cars are coming, what does she do? She stays. And she looks both ways before she crosses the street. I don't know how you do it, but that's how we do it. Always look both ways before you cross the street. That's one of the golden rules. Okay, so we get to the main road as we're cruising, right? And we got her on leash still. But when we get to across the main highway and she gets to where the church grounds are, and there's all kinds of open field and grass in the front, like it's a great place, but it is butted up against the main road, so it can get a little nerve-wracking. But man, we have awesome communication, and we have practiced our commands. The key to training your dog is a little tip from DeanBodi. Consistency. Consistent commands, right? And you let them know, and you do it in places where, with the consistent command, so they know what you're talking about. Don't use all kinds of stuff and keep mixing it around too much because it's too confusing. Stick with the same ones. Change your tone of voice when you want to get more serious. And there also is extra words, but still be consistent, even with the extra, to let them know that you're more serious. That is a game changer. For example, when I say, Bodhi, stay, cars are coming, she knows to stay, oh yeah, and we're on a busy street where cars are coming, so we have to watch out and look both ways. I've done that enough times in places where it's a busy place with cars, whether it's a parking lot, whether you're coming out of your place and a car is approaching, you say cars are coming, so they know. And then when the car goes by, they process that. Oh, that's what the cars are coming means. Thanks for the heads up. Okay? So we've done that enough times, multiple times a day, going on 8 years, so they get it. And don't keep changing it. Just let them know. Now, she started, once we got over to the church thing, I'm so excited about this because she became more of a big girl today than ever. That's why we're calling it Church Walk 2.0, because Bodhi was 2.0. Bodhi's really 3.0, stronger with her injury being stronger. So we get across the street, we get to the open field, I take off the harness and the leash. She looks at me like, really? Is it okay? And I said, of course it's okay. Go get him. And she ran around free, big giant circle, got to stretch her legs and really let it go. And her injury is doing great. She looks solid. She's rehabbed this thing back like a champ. And she's doing all this, and we're walking around the back as we do, because there's a cool little spot back there. You know, you can take a break, say your prayers, connect with God above, and be grateful and be thankful. However you want to do it, you do the prayer your way. And we go there, and there's a little waterfall and a little man-made lake there. And if you go even a little further, there's a little tree with a couple little benches where you can go sit and just contemplate and think about your day. And Bodhi's hanging out under the tree, and I'm sitting there, and I'm just like, wow. We haven't done this walk in a long time, but we did all of this off leash. And then we continued on back home off leash. But let me tell you something here. This is important now. Hold on. She started to cruise. She started to feel a little bit too free. And she was going way out there. And I was like, okay, I better call her. So I said, Bodhi. And she kept going. And I said, Bodhi, stay. And she stayed, right? But she still wanted to test a little bit. And so I took another level of communication, which I've done, again, consistent for going on 8 years. And I use the phrase right now. Right now means right now. You come right now. It stresses the importance, right? It's more strict. And when she hears that right now, that means, okay, I got to stop what I'm doing. He needs me here. And I say to her, you got to stay with me. You got to come right now. And that means she's got to come right now. And she listens and comes. So do these little things. You change your tone of voice. You add a couple words when you need it to be more serious. But you do it in a way so she knows what that means. Consistency is the key. And it's worked for me and Bodhi. And we had the mobile vets come out. But before I get into that story, they just came out yesterday. Love them. Bravo. The vets, you guys are awesome. So, plus they found something. Bodhi's got a little bit of a hairline crack in one of her teeth in the back that nobody noticed but them. Okay? So, that being said, we went all the way around Church Walk 2.0, most of it off leash. I'm so proud of her. She listened. She got to feel a little bit free. But when I had to reel her in with the commands that we use, they worked. She listens. This is how you train. And you don't need the shock collar and zapping them all over the place and all that. You need consistency. You change your tone. And just be there with them and let them know what's going on. All right? So I've been out to the dog park where you got owners. Not only they zapping them with the shock collars, which I can't stand, or they got the ones with the spikes that dig into the neck and they pull. Don't like those either. But some of them, they're calling their dog 3 different names. Can you make it more confusing? Is it going to be, Bella, or is it going to be Cinnamon? Or is it going to be, Bambi? Pick a name so the dog knows who you're talking to. You can't call 3 different things. You got it? So, anyways, we're doing good over here, man. And that's the techniques that I use. And they work. And they're not intense. And they don't hurt the dog. They just respect you, and you develop a relationship if you're just patient enough to do it. They don't pop out of the box all trained and ready to go. You got to put some work into it. Anything worthwhile takes work. So we made it back home, all the way back. It was a blast today. I mean, we turned this day into an awesome day. I hope you're having a great day out there. And that being said, the vets, the mobile vets, they came out again yesterday. I wanted to do a follow-up visit with them again, just so they can check her out one more time. So they can check out the Boatster and, you know, watch her move around and bounce around and jump up and down and put some load on that shoulder and let them see what's going on. They were blown away. Way better. And I said to them, I haven't even made the appointment for the not the dermatologist, but the orthopedic that my regular vet thought that I should go. And they said maybe she doesn't have to go. She's doing well. Keep an eye on it and see. Because you can go to a place and open up a can of worms. You can all of a sudden get some x-rays and do all this. Next thing you know, we're doing all these tests and all of this stuff. And they're coming up with diagnoses out of the woodwork. So, you know, we'll keep an eye on things, of course. But we know that we have that. If we need to go there, we can. And the anti-inflammatories that they put her on, we're going to be weaning off. And the other, you know, you do things for crisis care and to help people with the pain and Bodhi with the pain and all that. That's how you do it. Once the crisis is over, well, then you manage it with healthy things and nutrition and keeping an eye on things. That's all. And we made it back. And now she's taking a nap in my room right now, which is every room is Bodhi's room. Let's be honest. So the vets came out. They were impressed by that. And he did a little check on her teeth and noticed there was a little crack, a hairline crack in one of her teeth. Probably from cranking down on one of these bully sticks that she's been doing for a long time. But my point is that they said no emergency, something to keep an eye on, and ask your vet if they take dental x-rays and this and that. And depending on the situation, you know, sometimes they pull teeth just like they do for us. And we don't want things to have a problem there or get some kind of abscess. So we'll keep an eye on that as well. Man, oh man, yeah, of course it's always something, but you just got to handle it, whether it's me or whether it's Bodhi. That's all. We deal with it, we help one another out, and we do things together. So let me see what's going on over here, DeanBodi. But before we do that, she's a good girl, Bodhi. She's the best girl in the world, oh yeah, the good girl, Bodhi, yeah, the best girl in the world, oh yeah. DeanBodi.com. 800-878-9698 is the Bodhi hotline, fun line. Call it. You can text it. Hey, we'll make it a feature on the show. Do your thing. And, man, we got the links on there at DeanBodi.com. Want to get you over to the podcast, Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcast. Don't forget to click the like, subscribe, ring that notification bell. You don't want to miss any of these shows because we're coming at you DeanBodi style. Where's there a show like DeanBodi? Nowhere. Where are you going to find a DeanBodi show like this? You're not going to, because it's the only one we got. It's the only one there is. It's the only one in the world, DeanBodi Show. And we just have a lot of fun talking about our day-to-day, DeanBodi's life. All right, so let's see what's going on over here. We got some things to talk about today. Yeah, the dolphin hat is on, the Miami Dolphin hat. This old school emblem and the logo is my favorite hat. The one that I have. The one over here you're seeing over here to the right, or maybe it's to your left right now, that's the new logo. So we got the combination of the two. Why? Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins number one. Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins number one. Oh yeah. So no poopy in the rain with Bodhi. Oh, yeah. I mean, she loves Tom Thumb's lemon pepper chicken. How crazy is that? The voting machines. Oh, no, we're not a political show. But how do we not talk about the voting machines in Arizona? They ran out of toner. What is this, 1982 Xerox machine syndrome? What's going on there? And then it turns out they actually went and got new ones, whatever, toner cartridges or whatever, and they brought the wrong kind. The wrong size. I mean, it's only the most important thing in the world that's going to determine the direction of the world. And the toner runs out? Okay, now, not too long ago, I was on Facebook, and an ad came through And it talked about toner, of all things. I remember this because I have a printer and I change the cartridges from time to time, and I'll tell you my process. So I don't really understand how these crazy people can't get it dialed in. So the ad said, use this cartridge, special cartridge, and you'll never run out of toner ever again. Like it was one of these automatic refill things. How do they not have it dialed in Arizona with one of those? What's going on with the technology? This is 2022. Let's get with the program. When I run out, one of my cartridges runs out on my printer, what do? Oh, well, you open it up, the thing slides to the middle, you take your phone, you take a photo of the cartridges because it has the numbers on there, and you leave that in your phone, of course. You go over to Best Buy, you show Billy, Bobby, or Susie the picture on your phone in the cartridge section and go, do you have this one? Can you guide me to the right place, aisle, so I can get this cartridge because I need it, whether it's the color one or the black and white one? And they guide you right there, and you match it up, and you make sure you get the right one. This is not difficult, is it? So I don't know. Where'd they go? They sent Skippy over to Walmart to get the wrong cartridges to come back to say, oh, sorry, I got the wrong ones. Seriously. This is Cuckoo Land, Wacko Avenue, Nutty Land. So anyways, I don't know what's going on with, Dr. Fettuccini and Nancy Pastrami, but a lot of crazy things are still going on. So we'll wait for the results, and we'll keep moving forward. All right, so that being said, Bodhi, sometimes, yesterday we got caught in the rain running around because she had to go poopy. We had to get it done. So, but sometimes it's a long walk with no poopy. It happens. It's called the long walk, no poopy walk. But you got to go through it. We got wet. And there didn't happen, and that's just the way it goes sometimes. But you got to try. But she still did about 5, 6 number ones, and, wasn't a total loss. Sometimes it's called the no poopy walk. But she likes this Tom Thumb lemon pepper chicken. And of all the chicken that we get, we'll talk about that also with the ghost pepper hot sauce. Get ready. The lemon pepper chicken, for some reason, like if I get some Boston Market or something like that, and I cut up some dark meat for Bodhi, it's a hit and miss. A lot of times they're going to go in with the smelling of it first, as we do, right? Visual, the smell, and it kind of takes you down to whatever. Am I going to like this or not? But when it comes to this Tom Thumb lemon pepper chicken, it's got, I don't know, it's a little fattier. It's a rotisserie. When I cut that lemon pepper chicken up, she goes to town on it more than any other chicken. So nice going, Tom Thumb. Way to go. Oh, yeah. Look out. So I just wanted to say she likes lemon pepper chicken. Maybe you want to try it. Also, when I make chicken in the oven, too, by the way, I use a lemon pepper seasoning. That stuff is the bomb. And so we're doing that with the lemon pepper chicken. We've got this, I'm walking around the aisles, and I'm like, I want to get a different kind of a steak sauce. The A1 is my favorite, by the way. Heinz 57 is a good one as well. What's the other one? The something in Perrin, whatever sauce, Worcestershire, Lee and Perrin. It's pretty good. And when I go out to a steakhouse, I like to have the chef make me his own special steak sauce from scratch because it's fun. Let them do their thing. Quit saying, I don't like that, I don't want that, don't do that, don't do this. Let them do what they do and enjoy, right? You don't do it all the time. So give yourself, let your hair down a little bit and loosen up the buckle and take a chill and let the chef do what he does. So I got this ghost pepper hot sauce. I'm like, okay, this stuff is going to be either crazy hot, going to be delicious if they have it dialed in the right way, but I got to try it. I also saw on the shelf Tabasco's sweet and spicy sauce. Never saw that before, so we decided to get it. So I bring it home. I ordered some Outback from Uber Eats. Got a ribeye, got all this. I'm all excited about the ghost pepper sauce. So I know how you unscrew the top, and it's got that little plastic cap on it. You got to pop that off first, screw it back on, and then it had one of those tops that you twist, and you can squeeze it out. So, get ready. So I take the plastic top off. I screw back the top. I open up the nozzle. Well, before I opened up the nozzle, I tightened everything, and then I shook it up because I wanted to shake it up as you do. The top happened to be broken. So it shot across the kitchen. It went all over my arm. It went on one of the kitchen towels. It slathered the kitchen blinds, and I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. So it could have been a lot worse. So I ended up throwing out one of the towels. I wiped the blind. I did a little cleanup. Man, oh man, I really got away with a small tragedy when it could have been a super nightmare. So I had to toss the whole thing because when something's cracked or a seal is cracked, not good. I did taste it, by the way, because I had to. The top of the thing was sealed, so I just think the nozzle was cracked. So I tasted it. This steak sauce was so hot, it was like, how are you even going to eat anything? It was so hot. It was crazy hot. Super ghost pepper hot, because these things are like flamethrowers, man. So I was like, you know what? Too hot anyway. I really couldn't have used it, and I like spicy. But this stuff was over the top, man. Ghost pepper is another level. So then I got rid of that, cleaned up the whole thing. It was like spoiling my whole night, by the way. And I said, okay, I got the backup Tabasco sweet and spicy sauce. I put that on the cutting board. I dipped a piece of the ribeye in that. To die for. You don't know it? Try it. Sweet and spicy Tabasco hot sauce was killer. I don't know. It was just awesome. Anyway, ended up working out okay. But that was the hot sauce crazy story. What are you going to do? We're having an awesome day over here. What can I say? We're going to play around with some sound effects for fun. Oh, by the way, I got one thing to say again about the running out of toner, okay? Ballot counting machine. I got a couple things to say. One is, the other one is, and this one is, right? Let's get serious. Welcome to DeanBodi Show. Man, hope you're having a great day out there once again. And thanks for chiming in and listen to another episode of DeanBodi Show. Listen, don't forget to click the like, subscribe, ring that notification bell. Hey, down in the description below, you'll see if you want to support the show. You can. We got links on there. We have a link for Laundry Limo that's helped me out. Haven't mentioned it in a little bit, but you know, we kind of have a thing together, and there's a link down there. If you're in the DFW area and you mention DeanBodi Show, you get 10% off. So check that out. It's all down in the description below and other links, and you can check out other things, TikTok, whatever. Enjoy the DeanBodi journey. She's the good girl, Bodhi. She's the best girl in the world, oh yeah. The good girl, Bodhi, yeah. Best girl in the world, oh yeah. Good girl, Bodhi. Good girl, Bodhi. DeanBodi.com, 800-878-9698, Bodhi hotline, phone line, call it. Say something nice to Bodhi. She's waiting for you. Best girl in the whole world, DeanBodi. Have an awesome day. Man, we're full of energy today. I'm so proud of Bodhi with the Church Walk 2.0, off leash, off harness, like a big girl she is. Awesome. Have an awesome day. DeanBodi.com. Oh, yeah.